better if you stand a bit in front of me, because then that way we're like more. Hello, welcome to another episode of Cruelty-Free Cutie with me, Daisy, and my roommates, Lydia and Daniel. Unfortunately, we're missing Candace today because she's in Macau, but we wish she was here. Hey Candace, I hope you're watching this.
Miss you, Conchas.
So today we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo, and we're so excited because we got pink margaritas and we're gonna be taking tequila shots, but we're also gonna make vegan conchas. We're gonna be a little tipsy, so hopefully we do it correctly. We'll see. So let's get started. So here we have 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of warm vegan milk alternative, half a cup of vegan butter alternative at room temperature. We have 6 tablespoons of vegan yogurt alternative. We have 2.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and half a teaspoon of salt. And now we're gonna get started. Okay, but Lydia, you can do this step. Choose your weapon. Knife. That's not an option. Do you guys want to? Oh my God, my stomach. Do you guys want to take a shot?
A shot right now?
Oh, dude, for birthdays, they serve to you like al tope. Al tope means like
We gotta do the whole.
And they
With no hands.
they make you drink it, and then they close your mouth and they shake you
Oh,
up
I
like
see
this.
that.
Right,
And then
they
they,
go up right there.
they hit you like the back of your head.
It'll get you drunk really fast. Yeah, I've seen, yeah. People, yeah.
I hate that. Okay, so we're gonna take our first shot. So wish us luck.
We're gonna do the Mexican way, so we're gonna go pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro, pa adentro.
Woo! Oh, okay. Once you're taking your shot, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna mix all your dry ingredients together. So, let it go ahead. You can put the sugar in the big bowl. Sugar.
Are we gonna get copyrighted?
I don't think so.
Just don't stick it.
Wow. I think that's it for me.
Your eyes are weak.
Daniel, you know we can see you on the camera eating your little nuggets over there, because that comes out.
But it's cut right now. Are you gonna leave this part in?
No, I mean I can.
No.
I want to. Wait, give me a nugget. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
No, that's a nice towel.
Okay, so what we're
Okay,
gonna
so
do? Let me know.
now you have the hard part. You're gonna get the room temperature butter, and you're gonna put it in the dry mix. Go ahead. Very nice. And then you're gonna mix it all up in there, okay?
Good job.
And so the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna mix in the dairy-free yogurt and the vanilla extract.
This one's really good. She's really good.
She's really good.
Sing the national anthem.
Mexicana.
We're a mess over here.
You can mix
My
it in.
limon. I have bad news.
So unfortunately, we maybe have been drinking a little bit too much, and the camera stopped recording, and we didn't even notice. So we did miss a crucial step in the process, which is you need to add the warm milk to the mixture, and you gotta mix it all together. So then at that point, you would have all the ingredients mixed together, and you're gonna start creating your dough. And I broke some unfortunate news to Daniel, which is the fact that you should be mixing it for about 5 to 7 minutes, which is a really long time. If you have a stand mixer, then that's great. But if you don't like us, then you have to mix it by hand with the spatula, and then probably halfway through with your hands kneading it for about 5 to 7 minutes. 7 minutes ideally. We missed a lot of great content. Valeria told us a great story about her national anthem in her school. Oh, another thing you guys missed is we also served ourselves a second drink. I think
And maybe a shot.
I'm tapping out of shots because I'm gonna throw up. Where'd your nuggets go?
Put it back in the fridge. Get it in the fridge.
Oh my nugget.
You put it in the fridge.
Yeah, they're there.
God.
Oh my god, when I leave stuff outside, y'all are like, oh my god, you should put it in the fridge. When I put it in the fridge, then I lost stuff cold.
No, I don't have a problem.
Okay, we want you to put it in the fridge, but you leave it out for like 2 days. Okay.
Today.
Not the same day.
You gotta hit it real hard. Pretend it's like your mother-in-law or something.
I think we're good, Daniel.
This has been a long process. Process.
What the camera is that?
Is that my bandana?
No, it's not.
Cielito lindo.
Okay. Once you have the dough all kneaded together, you're gonna spray the bowl with some, non-stick spray, okay? And you're gonna make sure that your dough is shaped into a ball. Also, by the way, I'm using coconut oil spray, but you can use whatever non-stick spray that you have at home. But once you're done making your dough into a little ball and you got the thing all sprayed out, you're gonna cover your bowl, preferably with plastic wrap. But if you don't have plastic wrap, I'm gonna be using a kitchen towel. So you're gonna cover it up, and then you wanna keep it in a warm place for 2 hours. Now you can't do less than 2 hours, or it won't be a great bread. A little trick I actually learned this on Pinterest, is that if you want your dough to rise quickly you want it to rise properly, to put it in the oven and leave the oven light on, but don't turn the oven on. So that's what I'm gonna do. I recommend you do the same thing. So we're gonna put it in the oven with the oven light on for 2 hours, all right? And you wanna make sure the bread comes out to double the size that it was before. Now, while we're waiting for the bread, we are gonna make the topping.
Why is it the
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna
Look.
I like that laugh.
What? Don't show Valeria.
Is it a mouse?
So climbing, I didn't know they could climb like
I didn't know they
Spider-Man.
could climb either. Valeria would literally hate it. Imagine.
Stop. Is it a mouse?
I gotta pee.
Oh, you always need to pee. I thought it was a roach. I was about to jump off.
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
Brown, brown. Raindrops together. My inbox and sounds on great joy.
It's my happy dance.
That's your drunk dance.
Destiny, oh, you're my best friend. I'm ready to pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Are you out of frame?
Oh, you don't want me to be in the
No, I don't want you to be in the picture. You still in the picture. Hey guys! So, while we wait for the dough to rise for 2 hours, we're gonna start making our topping. For this, we're gonna need 1 1/8 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna need also 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of confectionary sugar. We're also gonna need 2/3 cup of vegetable shortening. And then we're also gonna have some ground cinnamon. These are 2 teaspoons. That's all you're gonna need.
The first thing you want to do is you want to mix your vegetable shortening so it's nice and creamy.
I'm just mixing with you.
We're going to put the flour, the sugar, the confectionery sugar, and the vegetable shortening all together. As you mix all your ingredients, you're going to add your last ingredient, which is your cinnamon. Now, this next step is optional. You can add some food coloring to it. I'm gonna do a little bit of red food coloring so it comes out pink, which is my favorite color.
Okay guys, 3rd shot.
Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa centro, pa adentro.
Baby! We're having another cake.
No, that's fine. Tequila. Why did you do that?
Go,
Why is it like...
Wait.
Julien!
I think you cleaned it already. Once you have your dough, once you're...
What?
What?
That's Angela's Mexico.
I'm Mexican. I like Harry Potter. That's enough.
Bruh.
That's 2.
Bruh.
Once your dough has risen, you're gonna put some flour on your counter, okay? So I got a little bowl with some flour here. Just gonna sprinkle it all around, and then you're gonna take the dough and you're gonna put it on the counter, and you're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you let it sit for 5 minutes.
They don't do it on the Great British Bake Off.
No
Well,
chair.
They're British, huh? They're not Mexican. So after 5 minutes, you're gonna cut the dough into 16 even pieces, and then you're gonna roll them into little balls.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna even out the dough, and then we're gonna make 3 cuts horizontally and 3 cuts vertically.
I don't feel good anymore.
Did you drink the water that I told you to drink? So I don't want to hear you complain anymore.
You want to drink my water?
Give her water right now.
Thank you, cooties.
Fix her a big cup of water.
The big green. Yeah.
Oh, it really tastes like bread, huh?
Then you'll stop eating it. We're not gonna have any bread left. Then
We're
you're
gonna have
Then you're
Conchas.
gonna eat the whole thing.
The whole thing, the whole slice.
You know you have 12 pieces of bread, right?
What do you mean?
You have 12 pieces, not 16. Did not listen.
Dude, you said 15 cuts.
I did not say 15
She's
cuts.
saying 16.
7 cuts like that and 7 cuts like this.
Sometimes it's 14.
49.
No, it's not.
We ended up with 12 pieces. We're gonna just do 12. The original plan was 16, but we're gonna do 12. So now what we're gonna do is we're each gonna get a little bit of flour on our hands. Put a little sprinkle bit of flour, okay? Everybody get your flour.
Come
Put
on,
it on
get
your
your flour.
hands. Everyone get your flour. And put it in your hands. Make sure your hands are nice and floury. And you're gonna make your dough into pieces of balls.
Pieces
That
of
sounds
balls.
weird. Into balls. I don't think. Okay, balls.
Guys, you should take our 5th shot.
Stop saying the word shot. We should hang out with our neighbors.
Oh yeah, it should be like
We shouldn't.
We should.
They're loud.
When the conchas are ready, we should go up and be like, hey, we made you some conchas. So you can show.
Daniel, stop eating. I saw
How
that.
do you know what is it?
I saw.
I tried being real sneaky.
Well, you weren't sneaky enough. Stop eating it.
How do you see it?
I can see you.
You're crazy, Marie. How many eyes do you have?
I have 2. And they saw you.
How? You're looking this way and your lashes are on top of your eyes.
I can still see you eating it.
How?
Because I can see your hand going like this. Okay, so once you shape your dough, you're going to start putting it on your pan. So this next step, you want to make sure your hands are clean for this. You're going to take some vegetable shortening, you're going to put a little bit on your hands, right, like this, and you're going to start rubbing it on top of the little pieces of dough. Okay, so once you got your vegetable shortening all nice, you're going to set it aside, and you're going to work, you're going to work on your topping now. Can you put some flour on the table? Next, you're going to take your topping, and you're also going to cut that into 12 even pieces. Oof, this is really hard to do. I'm never drinking on this show again. So once you have your topping cut into 12 even pieces, you're going to make them onto the little circles just like you did with the dough. So once you have your topping rolled into little balls, you're going to flatten them out. So we're going to use 2 plates to flatten them out. And then after you do that, you're going to place it on top of your dough. So we decided we're going to use some parchment paper and flour to make sure that the paste doesn't stick to the plate. And then for each piece of dough, you place a little paste on top. Okay, action. The next thing you're gonna do once you got your topping on your little dough, you're gonna cut some lines into it like a seashell. You can get a concha cutter, but we don't have that, so we're gonna use this. As you can see, update, we have stopped drinking. It was a little too much for us. If you haven't noticed, we had to stop. It was a little bit excessive for us. We took a break. We're drinking water now. We're eating some snacks because it was not good. I haven't eaten for 3 days straight. Daniel, I'm sure, has not been eating great either. Valeria, I'm sure, hasn't been eating great. On our quarantine, we do not do a great job eating. And then here we are, you know, just down in tequilas and expecting everything to go great. And then now look, we got headaches, we got stomach aches, and we just want this to be done. So we finished our design, and we're gonna let it sit for an hour. So I'm gonna take a nap. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna take a nap for an hour, and then I'm gonna come back to this and see how beautiful they look. this is what they look like right now. They're pretty cute. They look like little seashells.
That's why they're called
There
conchas.
they are.
Conchas in English is seashells.
And there you go. Good night. So as you can see, I took my nap. I'm in my pajamas. We lost Daniel. And once you're done waiting, you can pop them in the oven. So you're gonna have them in the oven for 20 minutes. Those are 2 different trays. We're gonna rotate them. So we're gonna do 10 minutes and then we're gonna switch, you know, what rack they're on, and then we're gonna put another 10 minutes. So, oh, and you're gonna have the oven at 325 degrees.
Good.
So
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Wake
good.
up. Conchas. Oh my god. Okay.
It's really good.
So we're half asleep, we have all changed into our pajamas, but we're so happy with how they came out. Look how cute they are! Do you just want to like stuff them under your pillow and like use them to, like as a little cushion? Oh, they're so warm.
Ah,
They smell.
they smell
Dude, they
amazing.
smell like
Christmas.
They
if you're
smell like-
Mexican, you know what I mean? The panaderia, you know how you can smell it from blocks away?
So good.
That's what it smells like.
It smells like Christmas to me.
It smells so good.
It smells like Christmas. We're all like in our little pajamas, like a little Christmas. We got a little snack before Christmas morning. Like the Christmas tree. We kind of already took a little taste, but we'll do another taste again.
Another taste.
Okay, so let's taste
grab
it.
one.
Yeah.
I just wanna watch some TV and just take a nap with one of these.
It's just like a really doughy donut. We just really good.
We highly recommend that you try these out.
Oh.
If you try them out, make sure to post a picture and tag me. I'm a mess right now. Make sure to post a picture and tag me on Instagram at Daisy_the_little_mermaid. And if you want to check their Instagrams out, what's your Instagram?
Valeria Trejo 97.
And Daniel's?
This is Daniel Rodriguez. FZ. FZ.
Okay, great. So definitely give them a follow on Instagram. Got lots of cute pics. Oh, also Valeria started making, well, she made her first TikTok compilation. It's a Harry Potter
Made
themed
one.
TikTok compilation. She made one, but there might be more to come. So if you guys want to subscribe to her YouTube channel, watch that video. It's real funny. What's your YouTube channel?
Smiley Trejo.
Smiley Trejo. So you can subscribe to her channel. I'll put the link to the channel in the little, I'm new to YouTube, I'm sorry. What's that little box called?
Subscribe.
Description box. There we go. Thanks for watching. And you know what they say?
Stay cute.
Thank you.
And if you get the chance, don't eat cute animals. Goodbye. Our neighbors are going to be like, saying goodbye.